To Hyderabad, where a life has been claimed, a tragic incident that took place in Hyderabad after a resident drowned in flood waters near a new bridge. This is the Balkampet Bridge. Locals allege that this was not a mere accident, but a result of negligence. There were no barricades, there were no safety measures that were in place in order to basically prevent such untoward incidents from happening, which is why the residents are demanding that the authorities take urgent action and accountability and start to implement safety precautions in order to prevent such tragedies. My colleague Uma has the details.
Hyderabad actually witnessed unprecedented kind of rains because in many areas you had more than 12 centimeters to 15 centimeters of rain coming up just within 2 hours or 3 hours, and that obviously flooded the roads because the amount of drainage that can happen in several areas is limited. And I am in Secunderabad, which once again received that kind of a rain, very heavy rain, but as you can see the water is completely drained out in certain areas. The problem is that in areas like the new city areas where the Kondapur or the Gachibowli, all those areas is such a concrete jungle that for the water to drain out becomes virtually impossible. So that's the reason why we saw traffic snarls. I traveled from Kondapur to Marakpalli and it took me more than 3 hours to cover a distance of 24 kilometers, and at several places we saw vehicles broken down because the water levels was very high, and this was on the main road that I'm talking about. So that is one issue. But yes, the tragedy that happened near the new Balkampet area, which falls under the SR Nagar police station limits. I spoke to the Circle Inspector, Mr. Srinath Reddy, and he said that near the Balkampet Bridge, where underpass, there is always a flooding that happens because it's a low-lying area. And Sharifuddin was coming home from work. He works at a unit that makes artificial limbs, in fact, and he had a function at home and therefore seems to have decided to go ahead and take the risk as well. And that's when he went through that area, and his bike as well as he got washed away in the waters. There were people around, but by the time they could take him out of the waters, they could not save his life. And you can see him being pulled out of the waters with his helmet on, with his raincoat on. He's 26 years old and he has a small child as well, but the risk that he has taken to go across through the underwater pass, hoping to be able to get safe on the other side, proved to be unlucky. The police clarifying that there is no question of any kind of a fencing in that area because it's an underpass that we are talking about, where usually there is waterlogging that happens when such a heavy downpour happens. So yes, the unprecedented rains have claimed yet another life, because just 2 days ago, like I had reported, there was a Sunny, 26-year-old again, who was washed away in the rains along with his bike. There was also an Arjun and Rama who got washed away similar manner in the rains as well. That was in Hafizpet area of Hyderabad.